holiday shopping, consumers are being very cautious about credit card spending. According to the Federal Reserve, balances are down nearly 11% compared to before the pandemic, but it can be hard not to overspend. Credit card companies are making it more enticing than ever with new incentives and rewards. Ramsey Solutions finance expert Chris Hogan is back with us to share some advice on the best ways to pay for those gifts this season. Welcome, Chris. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be back with you.
So, Chris, you educate people on how to be more in control of their spending. And due to a pandemic, people seem to be more responsible this year. That's good. But do you think that more improvements need to be made in spending habits around the holidays? That's a time that a lot of people are spending.
Well, listen, there's always room for improvement. But what we've seen in this holiday season, because there aren't the standing in lines and busting through doors with strangers with all the shopping, now things are being done online and people are spending more in droves. They spent $9 billion on Black Friday alone. And Cyber Monday was to not be outdone. People spent $10.8 billion. So the opportunity to spend more and to be more emotionally and impulse spend is dangerous. So I want people to avoid the holiday hangover and have a game plan.
Avoid the holiday hangover. And you said that the impulse buying. Is there anything else we can do to not impulse buy and to avoid that hangover?
Well, I got 4 tips for you that I want to walk you through. I think number 1 is watch out for emotional spending. Right now, this year is not going to look like it's been. It's been a tough year. And I think it's real easy to try to spend and buy to make ourselves feel better or to prove to people how much we love and miss them. But you have to be really, really careful and more intentional because you're at home now. And we all know the one-click shopping is there, so boxes can show up. So you got to have a game plan and be intentional. The next tip is avoid the buy now, pay later. Okay, there's a new trend out there now where you can make small payments on things. It's supposed to be interest-free. The company Afterpay really started this. They made $2 billion alone in this holiday season so far. So the reality is it's a trick. If you don't make your payments on time, you can be charged with interest and a lot of fees. So I tell people, avoid this tactic. You don't want to steal from next week's paycheck when you don't have the money to make the payment now. So be intentional, save up, pay cash. Number 3 is don't sign up for a guilt trip. Right? This time of year, this is where people can start to feel bad that they don't have money. There's been a lot of job loss and a lot of cutbacks. People don't have the money that they did have. And unfortunately, a lot of people are still spending. Trends have showed 2 out of 3 people are still planning to spend more this year than they did last year. And this is in a year where we're in a pandemic. So be clear about your expectations. Communicate to family what you can and can't afford to do. I can tell you this, you have a single mom with 3 kids, she would love to get a coupon for babysitting or to make them a meal if you don't have money to buy a gift. And then the final tip is make a plan for your money. And what I mean by this, Santa makes a list, and we've all heard the song, he checks it twice. Well, guess what? We need to make a list as well. Make a list of the people that you can afford to shop for and assign a dollar amount. I encourage people to shop with cash so you stay in control. It's a lot easier to control physical money as opposed to just swiping away. So make a list, be intentional, make a budget.
Thank you so much, Chris, for all of your tips. We really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.